Hello everyone, Arisu here. So the 2.2 banners are right around the corner and you're panicking on which characters that you should summon for. Well, if you're not, in this video I will tell you which character is gonna be the best for you to get. So let's get into it. The first banner in the 2.2 version is the Singing Burp Robin and the Tech IRS agent Topaz. Let's talk about Robin first. Robin is a harmony with physical element, so that means she will be a limited support just like Ronmei and Sparkle. Her technique makes an area around her so that enemies sing for her and not attack her. When entering combat while in that state, Robin generates some energy. Her talent also allows her to regenerate a small amount of energy when an ally attacks the enemy. Based on this, she will be good on follow-up attack team because in that team, there's gonna be a lot of attacks from her allies, which can result in her generate a lot of energy, though we don't know by how much as of right now. Her skill enhances the total of damage inflicted by her allies to the enemies. So it's gonna be similar to Ronmei's skill, but in Robin's case, it doesn't increase weakness break efficiency. And lastly, her ult is basically dance but on crack. It makes it so that everyone in your team takes action immediately and gives buffs. So put it into perspective, this is like Bronya's skill, but it's for the whole team, which is very good. Also, Robin will inflict additional damage to the enemy when an ally attacks, and she is also immune to crowd control. So her ult is gonna be up until the duration ends or she dies. But in this state, Robin cannot do any action, which indicated by her ult is an X mark. Based on her kit, I'd say if you have a complete follow-up attack team like Ratio, Adventure, and Topaz, then Robin is gonna be a must summon for you for that team support. But if you don't have a follow-up team and don't have any limited harmony character, then picking her up is not a bad idea either. But if you have the other two limited harmony characters, which are Ronmei and Sparkle, then she is safe to skip, or if you only have one of the other, then she is also safe to skip. Now, for new players that just joined, I suggest saving your Jades for Fushuan in the second half banner, since she is a limited sustain. And if you already have a limited sustainer like Aventurine from the version 2.1, then you can summon for Robin. The second character that has a banner running alongside with Robin is Topaz. I'm not gonna go into details since she has been out for quite a while. She is a hunt pet character with the element of fire. She is basically one of the, if not the core support for the follow-up attack team. She can give up to 50% damage boost for follow-up attack on the enemy. Not only that, but she herself can also do a follow-up attack if an ally did a basic attack, skill, or ultimate. So those two are the two limited character banners that's gonna be up on the first half of version 2.2. Between these two, if you're making a follow-up attack team, then I would prioritize to get Topaz over Robin. This is because Topaz gives a lot of damage boost to the enemies, and she herself can also deal quite a hefty amount of damage if used right. And not only that, this is also her first rerun, so it might be quite a while until we're gonna see her again in the future. Since of right now, there hasn't been any second rerun for a character. But if you already have her, then you can go for Robin. But if you don't want to make a follow-up attack team, then it is safe to skip for Topaz. Meanwhile for Robin, if you have a limited sustain but no limited supports like Ronmei and Sparkle, then it is a must summon for her regardless if you have a follow-up team or not. But if you don't have a limited sustain, then I suggest you skip both of these banners to summon for Fushuan in the second half. Now for the second half banners of 2.2. The banners are the Space Cowboy Boothill and the Fortune Teller Lolly Fushuan. The first one is Boothill. He is a hunt character with the physical element. That means he is gonna be good at locking down a single target enemy. His skill makes a one-on-one duel with the enemy by taunting the targeted enemy. During the duel, he enhances his basic attack to shoot at the enemy 5 times in a row, and both parties take increased damage from each other. His ultimate implements a physical weakness to a single enemy, deals damage, and then delays that enemy action. This is basically what enables Boothill as a breaker DPS, since his ultimate implements a physical weakness to the enemy. And finally, his technique also implements physical weakness to the enemy for the first time he uses his skill when entering the battle. So in short, Boothill is a breaker DPS like Shui Yi. The difference is that he is not a rainbow breaker, but he can implement his element weakness to the enemy and he is a single target. Now the question is it worth summoning for Boothill? To be honest, I don't think so, since he is just another DPS and there are other good characters you can summon for the 2.2 version. But I will say, if you really like the character, then you can go for it, summon for him. And the last character of version 2.2 banner is Fushuan. Fuxuan is a preservation character with quantum element. Her main gimmick is that she distributes the damage that allies took to herself, and that she can flip her HP from low to full again. Not only that, she also boosts all of her allies' crit rate by 12% at skill level 10, which is quite a lot. She is one of the best sustainer there is in the game as of right now, and can make your runs more comfortable. If you do not have any limited 5-star sustainer, or if you lose the 50-50 on a Veteran's banner, then Fuxuan is a top priority to get. But if you have at least 2 limited sustainers, then it is safe to skip her for other characters like Robin or Topaz. So that is it for my pulling advice on all the 2.2 banners. In TLDR, pull for Fuxuan if you don't have any limited sustainers, pull for Robin if you have limited sustainers and don't have any limited harmonic characters, or you have a follow attack team. Pull for Topaz if you're planning to make a follow attack team, and pull Boot Heal if you like the character or in need of a DPS. And if you are a new player, then I'd suggest getting Fuxuan for more survivability and overall a more enjoyable experience in the game. Okay, that is all from me. Let me know down in the comments below on which banner are you guys gonna pull. And thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.